Okay, so we're here, kids. We want to move now more deeply into the study of dynamics, the causes of motion, the changes of motion. And to do that, we need to work with the laws that were left to us by Sir Isaac Newton. They're Newton's laws of motion. There are three of them. We're going to do each one in turn. And this little recording is about Newton's first law, also known as the law of inertia. And the word inertia here has the word inert in it, like the inert gases or noble gases from chemistry. Inert meaning difficult to change. Well, matter has this property called inertia that whatever state of motion an object is in, it has a tendency to keep that state. So if it's at rest, it has a tendency to be at rest. If it's moving at 10 kilometers an hour east, it has a tendency to keep moving at 10 kilometers an hour east. So matter has a tendency to maintain its state of motion. So here's an example of that. I'm sure most of us have experienced this living here in Canada. If you're not, you will shortly experience it if you're new to our lovely land. Here is a shovel, and there's some snow on it. And let's say the snow is sticky, and you want to get the snow off the shovel without getting your hands wet or your gloves or mittens wet. But you want the snow off. So what you usually do is you take the shovel and you hit it off of the driveway or sidewalk, the ground, whatever you seem to be clearing. And what happens is the shovel and the snow move towards the driveway. This part of the shovel hits the driveway, stops, but the snow doesn't hit anything. It's moving, and because of its property called inertia, it will continue to move. So it moves on its own. The shovel is stopped, and it detaches itself from the shovel, and that's one way to clear the snow off your shovel. Why did it keep on moving after the shovel stopped? Well, it kept on moving because it has inertia. That's why we have seat belts. If you're ever in a car accident, you and the car are moving, the car hits something, it comes to a stop, but you keep on moving, and you will float up towards the steering wheel, the front windshield, and you'll move towards it until the seat belt catches you and restrains you from moving any more forward. That is what we call inertia. You might have experienced this also if someone puts the brakes on very, very quickly and hard in a car. All of a sudden, you're sitting there minding your own business, and maybe the person driving the car wants to avoid hitting a squirrel or something, and then all of a sudden they hit the brakes and boom, you fly forward. You've experienced inertia. Your head, your shoulders were moving with the car. The car came to a stop, but you have inertia. You keep on moving. There was no force on you like the brakes that caused the car to stop. Similarly, if someone is an aggressive driver and they hit the gasoline pedal, the accelerator pedal hard, all of a sudden your head flies back. The car was moved forward because they hit the accelerator and the wheels turned the car forward. There was no such force on your head. It was at rest. It has a tendency to stay at rest, and you feel your head moving backwards. Those are all examples of inertia, from the shovel with the snow to experiences in a car, what have you. Now, the more massive an object is, the greater its inertia. So inertia can actually be measured in kilograms. That's why it's very easy for a stop car at a red light. If it's a little tiny car, a little compact car, you hit the accelerator and off it goes to the other side of the intersection. But if it's a big, huge transport truck with a huge trailer that it's pulling behind it, it's gotta slowly get there as it's shifting gears. There's a lot of mass in the truck itself and in the trailer it's pulling. It has a lot of inertia. So it's hard to move it from not moving to moving. Not like a little car, not much mass there. It's easier to move it from not moving to moving. The change is easier. That's all about inertia. So technically speaking then, objects maintain their state of motion unless acted upon by an external unbalanced force. The shovel hit the ground. So that means the ground applied a force on the shovel. It stopped. There was no such force on the snow. It just kept on going. All right. Objects keep their motion. They don't speed up. They don't slow down unless a force acts on them, meaning they have an acceleration of 0 unless a force is acting on them. So that's Newton's first law. I've posted some reading, some videos to watch to help you understand all this, but you've got to go through all of it. You just can't learn it from what I'm saying here or from reading. You got to watch all the other resources I post. Okay? And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.